I'll push the button. Yeah.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bills take over first and 10.
What's going on here?
26-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
Think he can hit me
about
5?
6 up across the 20 to the 22.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. On play action, Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Bills at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and the Bills first down. To the air, Allen. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession
I
here
forgot about
as they've got it at their own 4-yard
Sauce
line.
came back.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass. So that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
2nd and a couple. They run it again with Cook. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete there to Berrios. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On first down, Tannehill. This one complete to Mecole Hardman.
Damn, you doing it with you perform better with Tannehill than your other two quarterbacks. What the fuck going on,
Another
nigga?
big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Your other two quarterbacks are for trade.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Cook up the gut. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. You look at this Buffalo defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Now Tannehill going to move him around. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And a short gain down to about the 33. This defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Joseph's got it, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done in the early going.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a complete first down.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We score. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra.
I think it's always injured, boy.
I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Ed Oliver, that time the one to get in there and bring him down. Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop.
And all the way home for the Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
That's the first time I read that.
Bass to kick it away.
That shit worked. I mean, you stop that shit, man.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They're holding him in no gain. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into air throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense
y'all niggas ain't hydrated, man.
Here's another 1st and 10. Tannehill. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Y'all don't got that good quality H2 ball?
The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill.
You got kick up me the issue, bro.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone. He's had a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to go with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 more there and another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Allen going to change this at the line. Under pressure, and they got to him again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quinnen Williams able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman.
Thank God.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will... First and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Got a man, it's Barrios complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
My neck and my back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched it deep, but he's unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. He's going to go up top again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he's got this down to the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Second tag.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. To throw on second down, Fox. And he completes it to Barrios. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
Even against double coverage, they've got enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down, New York.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's not quibble
Why
about the
you
game
know
there
like you gotta
second
take
down.
a
That was a
duty,
positive
man.
play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Fox. Incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Shit. I don't like
Now
that.
a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fox. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
What is that?
Throwing on 1st down. Fox.
Yeah.
It's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run. They'll try the middle with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, these 2 teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Allen off the play fake.
Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And Davis will have a Bills first down as he'll get this down to the 30-yard line.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here to his running back. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second and 6.
Here's Allen to throw it. And complete right side to Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Allen now on the sneak. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Fox. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
And the Jets first down.
On 1st down, Fox. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Fox going to look deep for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 40 yards. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Yeah, maybe a little over-pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
No doubt about it. We just saw it there.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Leave me the fuck alone, nigga.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, goddamn,
We've got a
nigga.
one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run again. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat. And there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know, I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
What's your impression of Tannehill?
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Fox. Open man here is Cochran.
Yo, my receivers got butterfingers.
Right around the 34.
You niggas won't even reach up for
this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Try to take this home. They'll run. And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're
handing
out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
Who are you talking about? Your hero? Why did that concern you, man?